Okay, so we are back, my dear friends, my dear viewers. Welcome back to the channel. And before we move any forward, I do apologize for the probable excess of light that shows like on my figure. It now gets slightly darker a lot earlier than it should, and me getting at home at the time I do actually makes this whole recording process a lot more challenging now that fall is coming upon us at a faster pace. And so with it, the schedule change that makes it so that the day starts getting darker earlier and earlier. So from now on, please do bear in mind that my videos might be a little too bright for what they could be. It's what I get for recording with low-end equipment. That ought to be changed, but not today. For today we are here to see this week's chapter of the Promissed Neverland, number 55 of its name, B032, number 6, part 6 one would call it. Okay, so deep inside the demon world there's a sanctuary for humans. So we see the other guy, they strapped them. Oh, that's great. They strapped him to the table. I was actually wondering how would they deal with him. I can already see from this first page that this will be a well-toned chapter. Very well. Ooh, nice fan art with Emma and Ray sporting a sort of steampunk look. Very, very nice indeed. Okay, so yeah, they are enjoying sleep on a mattress in a very long time. I think this is a chapter where kids will be kids, like most likely. We made our beds right and proper. Can we go yet? Okay, so where exactly are... Oh! Okay, so they're going for a bath. Okay. After such an excruciating trip, let's wash ourselves to our very souls. And there's even a little rubber duck. Amazing. Damn. They are just taking in the little things. Ah, these kids. It's been just 7 days. I feel like it's been 10 years since my last real bath. Wait a second, we haven't even lived 10 years yet. Oh my goodness. Okay. So yeah, they are just taking their time for some rest. They are getting for some rest. So and for a good meal. Okay, good. So really the place is packed. Like really packed. Yeah, that's amazing. Okay, so this is getting to the important stuff. Okay, so the working toilet, we've already seen that. Bathtub, a kitchen, vegetable garden. Okay, yeah, that's cool. The water is drawn from a large underground reserve, and we employ both geothermal energy and organic waste matter to generate electricity. Okay, if the power runs low, there's an auxiliary generator able to run on a different fuel. Okay, organic waste matter, yeah, that's... Oh god. To put it another way, as long as we're careful, we won't be lacking in water or energy. Waste production will stay minimal too. The food stockpiles were running low, but I've spotted birds outside and lizards and snakes too. The kids are not... Some of the kids are not digging the idea of eating lizards and snakes. Okay. Okay, so yeah, they have seeds with which they can plant another garden too. This is a place where we can live. Is it though? Yeah, Minerva's gone. There's some weird guy around and plenty of questions to answer. Okay, so they already know about the room with the scribblings on. Okay, B032 is the ideal hidden home, and in this home we're safe, we're clean. For a group of our size, this place should provide for us comfortably for a long time. We won't be lacking in food either. Okay, so we are going to the narrator bubbles. That can't be good. This is good. We can stay around here. First, the 15 of us escaped, bringing along everyone older than 5. We did it. We found a safe space where we can live. It was hard, but we did arrive without losing anyone, without losing a single one. Okay, this is the beginning. The real thing starts now. Okay, so... Oh, so she's just imagining it, how it will be once they eventually manage to get everyone there, because there's some toddlers here that they couldn't have possibly gotten with them. It's a good thought, but... Phil and the other kids also deserve to know this happiness. All of our family must go together to the human world. I want so bad to meet the kids again, and Norman. Well, Norman's dead. We'll meet Phil and the kids one day. That's why we're looking for leads, right? We've already found the archive room. Let's start by looking for Minerva. Okay. Ah, here we go. The keys of this mystery must be hidden among the archive materials and with that man. That man has managed to free himself from the bindings. This will be the worst game of cat and mouse ever played in history. There's a maniacal man running loose on an underground shelter with a bunch of kids. If this doesn't make for a great horror game, I don't actually know what does. And I'm not keen on horror games. Yeah, little known fact about me, the whole horror genre doesn't appeal to me that much. So this creepy fella, well, I will love to see what he has in store. And he has a knife. Like a working, sharp-looking pocket knife. Ooh, this is going to be great. So yeah, this was a quick chapter, a very quick chapter, which seems to bode that things will go horribly wrong from now on. Well, it's, as we could call it, this was the calm before the storm chapter. And starting next week, well, I think our little friend here will give a lot of trouble. Now the point is, if he does end up giving a lot of trouble as we think he is, we will want his sort of dementia to kick in again, because it's a full-grown adult man. Like, it's a full-grown human. At his peak, most likely, he's neither too young or too old, even if he was too old, he would still hold his own against a bunch of kids. However, I think that the kids will manage to pull some alone at home kind of shenanigans. If ever you watch the Home Alone movies, which I believe you have, they go on TV every single Christmas. So the chances are you might have watched one of those movies at least. The first two are the best ones, or the first three, I don't remember which ones have the same actor. But the first two, I know they have the same actor, so the first two are indeed the best. So yeah, either they pull some Home Alone kind of shenanigans, some MacGyver kind of shenanigans. Yeah, this doesn't bode well for them, because alone this man could go on about and just deal with the kids as he wished to. Sure, there's the thing that he may not want to. Then there's the thing that he might actually, because the man is clearly in a state of mind that's not really a sane state of mind. You can see just by the way he's pictured here, like with his face hidden in the dark, just his eye gleaming and the knife in his hand. I was thinking it was too good for him to be just strapped and just be there. They had the decency to put something beneath his head, like he was just laying down. But honestly, they left plenty of room for him to move. Silly kids. Anyway, my dear friends, my dear viewers, this is it for this week's chapter of The Promised Neverland. A more relaxed chapter. We do need those from time to time. And I gotta say, The Promised Neverland was needing a chapter like this for quite some time. A chapter where they just could be kids again and feel some warmth and comfort again ever since they've left ever since they left the house. So yeah, I think this chapter was well deserved. Luckily it was a one chapter thing. Luckily the author didn't decide to extend it to the next chapter unneedingly, so grateful that it was just this chapter. We had a relaxed chapter, so it was good that it was put in just this chapter, just them being them, because apparently next chapter things will kick off pretty hard. So this was it for this week's chapter of The Promised Neverland. I was almost saying the 7 deadly sins, but that is coming right away, and I think that chapter will be a mind-blowing one, if the name is anything to live up to, but we will see that. Please do let me know your opinions in the comment section down below, and I'll see you guys in just a moment with this week's chapter of The 7 Deadly Sins. Bye bye then.